This video is going to be about fluently adding and subtracting multi-digit decimals using the standard algorithm. This video corresponds to lesson 5.2 in your notes. You are going to constantly be in situations where you're going to have to add and subtract decimals. Hopefully you'll have a calculator or the calculator in your phone, but sometimes you're not going to have that. So you're going to need to have some strategies on adding and subtracting. So for instance, what if you go to Pizza Hut and your bill is $27.50? When you hand the cashier 40 bucks, you need to know what change you're going to get back. And you should always figure out the change because you don't want to walk away with less change than you're deserving. So if I gave the cashier $40, I know I'm going to get some money back because it only costs $27.50. So $40 minus the $27.50 will give me my change. First thing I do is I bring down my decimal. When you add and subtract, you just bring the decimal point straight down. I know I can do 0 minus 0, which is 0, but I can't do 0 minus 5. So I'm going to go over to my 1s and 10s, and instead of 40, I'm going to make this 39. I'm going to borrow one whole and bring it over. So now I have 10 minus 5 is 5. And then I have 9 minus 7 is 2. And 3 minus 2 is 1. I should be getting $12.50 back. Now in order to check that, you can take the change that you'd be given, which is $12.50. You could add it to the total cost of the pizza, which is $27.50, and you should get your $40 that you handed the cashier. And if you don't, it means you made a mistake. So we have 0, 5 plus 5 is 10, 0, carry the 1, 7 plus 2 plus 1 is 10, and 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. So we have our $40. So we know we got it correct. Another strategy that I like to do when I'm not given a calculator or even pen or pencil, I can take this $27.50 and I can round it up to $30. So I know $40 minus $30 is at least $10. Okay, so I'm getting at least $10 back. $27.50 I can actually then even round to $28. And then from $28 up to $30 is $2. And then an extra 50 cents is $2.50, which I can add to my 10. And that gives me my $12.50. So there's a few mental math strategies you can use, or you can just use the regular algorithm of subtracting. Alrighty, here's a common problem. You're shopping at CVS and you buy the following items. Napkins are $4.29, crackers are $7.65, and markers are $9.25. What is your total? Now you could rely on the cashier to add up your total, or you could do it yourself with either a calculator or a pen and pencil. So the napkins are $4.29. The crackers are $7.65. And the markers are $9.25. If you notice, I lined up all the decimals when I wrote out my numbers because in order to add them all up, they need to all be in the correct place values. Then I can just go and add. 5 and 5 is 10. 10 and 9 is 19. 9, carry the 1. Okay? 2 and 2 is 4. 4 plus 6 is 10. And 10 plus 1 is 11. 1, carry the 1. Bring down my decimal. As you notice, I sometimes look for number bonds of 10. It's easier to add. So 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. 17 plus 4 is 21. So my total cost should be $21.19. Alrighty. Now it's time for independent work. Make sure you copy the questions and bring in your answers into class. Remember to use some of the strategies you heard in the video, which is mostly making sure you align your decimals when you're adding or subtracting. Some of the word problems are multi-step, so remember to use your strategies of really knowing what is the question asking, what pieces of information do I need. Hope this video helped you, and remember to watch it over and over again if you need any help.